Hey, it's been a long time I haven't worn this top. Kumbe sexy hivi. Anyway, can you do some makeup with me? Are you gonna come along? Let's get this face beat. So before I do my makeup, I always lay my edges. Edges laid. Najua sikuangi professional wa kulay edges. Alafu edges zangu zinakuanga refu. So please forgive me. Okay, so we'll start with the eyebrows. I used the Davies eye pencil. I outlined fast and then I filled them in just like that, as you can see me outlining. So I raised my eyebrows a little bit. So if your eyebrows are arched like mine, maybe you can try raising your eyebrows a little so that you can draw better. But basically, that's what I do. It really helps me with that arc. Is it an arch or an arc? Comment down below. Let me know. Educate me. School me, my darling. School me. Yeah, so basically that's how I draw my eyebrows. I use a brown eye pencil, a shade of sometimes I blend if the eyeshadow, I mean if the if the eye pencil I bought was a bit bright, I blend with black, but that depends on what
Eyebrows
I'm
well
looking
filled
for.
in.
Yeah. Side and their eyebrow is something very faint, not the bold nini we used to do. So I'm just gonna like brush them through like that. There's a gel people use, but sometimes I don't use it. For today, we're just gonna do like a very cute makeup look that is a bit latte-ish. Although hata sija decide eyeshadow yenye nataka. Anyway, yeah, so this is what's up. This is so gorgeous. And that's how you draw your eyebrows. Okay. I wanted this to be a VO, but sijui, maybe nitakuwa tu na VO some parts. Yeah, so on my face, I have this moisturizer. It's a dark spot corrector, dark spot eraser. It's for all skin types. It's like a moisturizer and a sunscreen. Less japaka moisturizer, but it keeps your skin moist. So I love that about it. And so after my eyebrows, I conceal them. I conceal them with either this or this. This is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. This is the LA Girl. And then there's also this one. I think this is the fake one because this one was a bit light. But then you need to know the difference. The consistency for the original one, I think the packaging should be different. Actually, I got different tube ni the same size, kila kitu ni the same. But consistency, yeah, the original concealer is usually a bit thick. Actually, this is my friend who told me to conceal with this brush. It's not the best, but it will do the job. You see how they look? Yeah, when it comes to makeup, I'm a perfectionist. I have to get it right. Okay. So you take the concealer. This is for what if I want? Okay, fine. So you take the concealer. I'm gonna use the Maybelline concealer. It's running out, so but illegal is always a very nice concealer for anyone who's starting to use. Uh, Plus pia ka uko na dark eyes, illegal conceals better. Hata Maybelline si mbaya, but preference to preference. I always blend around my eyes, both above and below. Yeah, so that I get one texture. I mean, one color, and then I put my. I know my eyebrows look a bit weird right now, but I will correct that. But as long as they're sisters, that's what matters. Don't worry about the CG what. Don't overthink it. Okay. And then I want to do eyeshadow. This is one of my favorite. It's Afrique by Uvios. I'm on Uvios. Love that one even in. But I've seen this palette a number of times. I love it. I really love it. The colors for me. This is my favorite color. This is my favorite color on this palette. And I adore it. Yeah, so let's try and create. I wanted to do latte makeup, but why not do yellow and red? Let's try it out. Actually, Andoni, test out Nini. I've just played around with the colors around. Sijatumia this palette for so long. I just bought it the other day, but is the colors we try to play around nazo. And I'm thinking, why don't I do this and this like this this is called Boni for what? Bon Bintu. Bintu and Aya. So that's what I'm going to use. Always have the right brushes for your eyeshadow. Always have the right brushes for your eyeshadow because you will need. Okay, so I've decided to do Bintu and Aya, these two. I've not done a bright eyeshadow in a long time, but yeah, they're sisters. These two will help us achieve the look that I'm looking for. So we start with like a very latte eyeshadow. So this one is a contour palette, but sometimes you can use them as eyeshadow because they have pigmentation that you need. So I'm going to use this one, Sculpt, and it's a contour palette by Black Radiance. Like, it even tells you, like it's a guide for application. Some bougie ass stuff. You see, they've even highlighted on your face. Yeah, but for today, we're going to use it as a base eyeshadow. I wanted to do individual lashes, but I'm not sure if I can do it now. That one requires a little bit time and I need to go to town. So we're just gonna work with this, okay? With this stripped eyeshadow. So I'm done. Anytime you finish using your brushes, please make sure you clean them so that you get rid of any pigmentation that your brush could have. Alternatively, you can be washing your brushes after every makeup. That's a lot of work. Can never be me unless I have a client. Uh, yeah, so we said we're going with Bintu and Aya. So I'm gonna take a bit of Bintu, this one, and blend it around just below my nitangwaji brow bone. Yeah, so that I can get that ombre finish. See what I'm talking about? Like that ombre finish of brown, and I'm still gonna go in with some brown so that we can get that full pigmentation that we're looking for. Yeah, you see, I like the color. Oh, the color is beautiful. Concealer is your best friend, always. Concealer will always be your best friend when it comes to makeup because it just comes in. It helps you correct so many things. Yeah, so it helps you clean a bit. So we are gonna go in with this brush again so that we can do the brown. I want it to blend. I don't want it to be so burgundy. I want it to confuse people. When you look at me, you're like, what is going on? Like you can see the brown, but you can also see the exactly. That's what we are looking for. But you can also see the burgundy. So just confusing the colors a little. And make sure you blend it the way you like. Blending is the only secret of doing a perfect eyeshadow. Yeah, I let it be a bit messy sometimes. It's supposed to figure up to here, but I extend it because why not? Okay, and then now we are going to conceal. There are so many ways of doing your eyeshadow, but to me, the classic uh crease and smoky eye is what people are mostly used to. So the crease is gonna be this way. And then you use a brush like this one to drift part and blend in the concealer. Some people let it dry, but I like to pat it a little. Let me add a little more. That's what we're working with. And then here in the middle, I want to break it with something like this. Also, with brushes, you can make do with whatever it is that you have. Don't overthink about, oh, I don't have the right brush. Oh, so do what? No, just make do with what you have and you will enjoy. I'm going to use this flat brush to decorate. So I'll use this for here in the middle. You can always do three colors. You're not haujafungiwa. Yeah, so this is how my shadow looks like. I think I love it. It's so different from what I would do normally. And the fact that the yellowed, that's a win. Okay, cool. Normally you take wipes and wipe yourself off the excess. And then this is what we've got. So I'm gonna do brow gel and then what? Eyelashes. Lashes. I'm gonna put on these ones. Can you see them? So yeah, here's my lash. It's the cat eye. And this is a glue I use for my lashes. So I use the tip of my any of my thin brushes, like the smallest brushes I have, and then I pucker like this. When you're applying your lashes, you need a small mirror because the big mirror really doesn't do you justice. So you need a bigger mirror, a small mirror for you to be able, and then you look down so that you're able to see how your lashes look like. You can brush down your lashes carefully. Yeah, and then now I can stick my lash. Doesn't have to be super dry or super tacky. That's why I like this glue because the minute you put it on your skin, it dries up. So so when your lashes have been laid and they're in place, you use this brow gel as eyeliner. I found this a bit more efficient than eyeliner itself. I saw Joanna K use it and I was like, I will try that. Because sometimes, personally, I put my eyeliner after putting on my lashes. So this will help you cover up maybe the glue. Yeah, so that's where we are at. I know it's a lot of work, but it's for your own good, sister. Sister. Okay? For your own good. Okay, so that's our eye look so far. I love what actually brow gel Kama eyeliner. Oh, it's so seamless. You should try it. You should try it. I saw Joanna K use it and I'm like, wow, that sounds like a plan. I'm gonna definitely use that. The rest of the makeup, how we do the eyes, we do the foundation now. Did I bring my foundation? Yeah, so I used the color 350 Maybelline. So that's what I will use to apply on my face. Okay, so here I already blended my foundation. Whatever that's on top of my foundation is concealer. So I'm also trying to blend that. You put it under your eyes, at the bridge of your nose, around your cupid bow and below your chin, and then after that you just blend and pat it with a short fat brush. Fupi nono, refu round ama inakuanga nini? Yes, so yeah, you blend it like that. You make sure you've done proper blending so that the highlights can highlight. Oh my god, look at how beautiful those eyes look. Jesus. Lord took time to make me, y'all. He really did. Yeah. So just make sure you blend in kabisa. Right now, the trend is to make your eyes a bit brighter and then have latte makeup. But I wanted my eyes to pop, so we definitely went with a pop of the eye and a little lightness under the eye. For contouring, okay, so the previous contour palette is the same one I was using, the one I put under my eye as eyeshadow. So I'm using the same contouring palette. Of course, you do the opposite sides of your highlight. That's instead of the bridge of the nose, you do the sides for the contour. Yeah, I used a very Nini brush. It should be very slim. That's not the right brush for high for Nini for contouring the bridge of the nose. I mean the sides of the nose. Okay, so I just continue with contouring. That's literally under my upper jaw. You know, chini ya your teeth. That's where you conceal the jaw. Yeah, jaw. I hope you understand what I mean. Yeah, and then hapa chini kwa jawline, and then around your hairline. And then the trick to contouring is grab a brush, use your foundation, not your foundation really, use your powder, yeah, your powder to blend in the contouring. I found that very helpful, yeah. So that's color 3, that's color 340. 340 Maybelline Fit Me compact powder. So I took a bit and then I started blending on my face like that. That actually helped. By the way, you can almost see the powder running away. Yeah, that helps really with blending. It remains like it makes the contouring subtle, as you will see. As I continue to blend in, I really made a mistake. I didn't carry the right brushes. I left almost everything at the shop, but this will do. This is not that bad, except it's just a powder brush. The best brush would have been a notched one. You see, I even had to change. Yeah, so you contour around your hairline, you blend that in, blend the one on your nose. Just do a lot of blending. The technique with makeup is blending. If you do not blend, my sister, you are in for a rude shock because your makeup will look like cake. Okay, so yeah, so more powder for blending and blending and blending. Also, be careful with contouring around your nose because you might make your nose look like it's broken, and nobody wants to have a broken nose. Okay, so yeah, so that's how I did my contouring. I kept blending and blending. You see, I took more powder and blended some more. I will keep on saying blend that stuff. Do not be scared. Yeah, and if you feel like the contouring powder is not contouring, just take more powder from your uh from the rest of the powder, and then you'll be able to blend, and then you'll keep blending, keep blending, keep blending, my sister. Do not give up on blending. Blending is the rule of the game. And yeah, is there anything that I forgot to mention so that I can mention here? Yeah, I still have part of the highlight. By the way, the eyes I highlighted like immediately I did the Nini, the foundation. That's my brush for highlighting. I'm trying to make the bridge of the nose pop a little bit because I put a bit of powder, and powder actually matches your skin tone. so it might not really show. So I'm also trying to get the excess highlighting, just trying to clean up. Remember, I told you concealer is your best friend. Yeah, that's a concealer brush that I used to. Yeah, so that's my concealer brush, and that's what I'm using to conceal, to do a little highlight, to just make the areas of my highlight pop a lot more. Yeah, so we do the under eye. It's the Maybelline New York concealer, not concealer. It's the Maybelline eyeliner. I like what it does to your eyes. It makes your eyes bold. Okay, so we have lipstick remaining and a little highlight here and there, a little powder, and we're done for the day. I love that. Look at how amazing that eyeshadow looks like. Like, I woke up like this. Nobody told me nothing. I felt like a Barbie. Oh, no, 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 no. A little coconut oil. Sina Vaseline karibu at this will do. Ew, these people won't let me prosper. Okay, after applying your lipstick, always make sure you conceal around your lips. And remember, concealer is your best friend when you're doing makeup. If you need to do any correction, run for your concealer or your foundation. But mostly the concealer does a better job with concealing your lips, just trying to outline around so that you can have a beautiful pop of your lips. Able try to remember the before and after. If you want, rewind for you to see what I mean. This will really help you with lipstick, especially for those who really struggle with applying lipstick the right way. And then the trick is to try and use an eye pencil or a lip liner if you have any. That will go a long way. Then conceal and then use a brush to brush it over, and then you'll be good to go. I mean, concealer is your best friend, like I said. Look at that. Like I just told you, use a brush to brush it over, and then your lips are going to pop. Imagine I was wearing a red lip. My lips would have popped even much more, but we had already done enough for the eyes, so yeah. LA colors, highlighter, so we can wrap this up. Let me see what I can do for to use as blush. Ooh, a child is looking for you. I'm gonna use a little bit of this kidogoto, this color. Yeah, this because it's very pigmented. Pigmented. Highlight. Oh, let's wind this up. I look fire, child. So fire, such that I need to be out on a date right now. Like right now, right this minute. Ow. Make a whole disc a small one. Yeah, but I'm happy with the turnout, with the way the makeup looks. The blush is a bit bright, almost matches my nini, but I love it. Look at me. My hair, since the edges are laid, we're just gonna put on these ones. This like that. I'm just gonna be lazy because taki zipop zikae sijui aje venye zinakaanga sometimes. So I'm gonna be lazy and put them backwards like that so that they don't hang. My two hairs, when they hang, I don't like them. Zinakaa too funny. So, oh, looking like a 10 over 10 minus nada. Ignore my hair, just focus on the face and the beat. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I love it. I really do. It's so beautiful. It's amaze balls.